Hello and welcome to eLearning Today TV. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Lena.
And we're coming to you from Lena's new office.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see, but I have a purple wall.
So we're switching it up every week with a different wall. Okay, to get started this week, I wanted to show a video that I found. It comes from Getty Images, which is the website, the company. They have, thousands of videos and images and all this information on their site, and they made this video that kind of recaps it's 100 years of history in 100 seconds. So I thought it was a really cool video. You could show it in class. It kind of just...
You want to show it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's I think it's actually a little more than 100 seconds, but it uses all their footage that they have in their archives, and can you see the video? I think it's a good kind of, end of the year tool also to use in class or with your kids. If you've done a lot of this stuff in your history lessons and in your subjects. It's just an interesting little video there. So I'm going to show part of it.
So do they allow to share this video for everybody?
Yeah, this is on YouTube.
Oh, because they're very picky about their images getting around. They send lawyers after people if you use their images. So
well, this is on YouTube, so...
oh, good. We don't want to get in trouble.
No. Yeah, so you get the idea, and it goes kind of through history. So like I said, it's just a good kind of end of the year review video to show your kids and see all that you've learned. So
it's pretty cool. All right. And this week, the eSchool News Magazine edition for May is out, and they have a version online. If you have an account with them, it's free, a free account. I have an account because I like to read their news all the time. And the magazine has a lot of the articles that I have kind of talked about over the last month or so. And one that stuck out that I haven't done before was which e-reader is right for you, for educators. And what I liked is that they went ahead and reviewed all these e-readers and kind of gave some of the highlights in all of them. And here's kind of like the page where it is, and you can see how they kind of displayed everything there, and you can read everything online or whatever. But what I wanted to show is that if your school is planning to buy e-readers, because now they're going down in price, and instead of books, a lot of schools are going to e-readers. This is probably something that you may want to print and show your administrator that's doing the purchasing and kind of pick what's best for your school. So I wanted to highlight it in the show because I think it's got a great, they talk from the price to the screen size, different features, book formats, which is important because you may think they all have the same book formats, and maybe the publishers that you're going to use for your textbooks may not be formatted correctly for the e-readers that you purchase. That's something to keep an eye on. So great article to, again, print and show your administrators if they're planning to buy e-readers for your school.
Cool. Okay, and I found some vocabulary apps this week for the iPad, and I'm going to show one in a minute, but I just wanted to go through the ones that I found because they were all really good. The first one's called Vocabulary Bubble, and it's pretty much a vocabulary game. It's a really fun, quick game. You kind of match your words and your definitions, and there's over 4,500 words there. So it's a fun game to learn and have fun while you're doing that. Free Exam Vocabulary Builder is another app. It's kind of like a flashcard approach, and you'll get definitions and synonyms and example sentences all in there. And there's also quizzes in there, so it's an easy way to practice vocabulary terms. And then there's one called IntelliVocab. It's actually made by students from MIT, and they use all these like algorithms and scientific stats and all that stuff. And the app kind of builds to how you answer the question. So the more you practice, the more it starts to kind of learn how you're answering them and kind of sees which words you're going to struggle with and which ones that you're more, I guess, you know better. And then this one, which is really cool, is called Vocab Sushi, which I'm going to show. And I like the name. Basically, it takes books, and so you can pick, so for example, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and it separates it into chapters or the whole book, and it's going to tell you how many vocabulary words are in each one. So it's just taking it takes big pieces of books, and you get to read it. So you can see here, if you push vocab, all the words that are in there, you're going to get the definitions, and then you can read the parts of the story, and then the words are going to show up. I think they're highlighted. Yeah, they're highlighted, or they're in bold there, and then you can click on them and get the definition, and you can get the parts of speech and all of that information there. And then, of course, at the end, there's a quiz. So it's a really fun, quick app, and it's cute. It has sushi all over it, so it's nicely decorated. But
I think they got to work on graphics a little bit.
I thought it was cute.
What I like about this one is that the concept in this app is that for students who are ESOL or ELL that just came to the country, they may have read that book in their own language.
Right.
And by having the whole book in there with the vocabulary words, it's easier for them to learn those new words.
Right.
And then be able to maybe read the entire book in English. Because
Exactly.
I know that happened to me. I read a lot of great literature books when I was in school in my own country, in my own language, and when I came here it was really difficult to read the same exact book in English because there was a lot of words that I didn't know. Now I can go back and read them, but it took me a long time to build that. So this is also great for your ELL students.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
Great. All right, and Facebook released a new feature on security for your wall, which I think is really great. I tried it today, and so I wanted to show it. So I have our Facebook page open here, and what it is that you can kind of hide your wall posts and your wall comments from different people so that they don't see your activity. So I'm going to, for example, scroll down our page. If I can use the computer backwards. And so, for example, here I have some comments that we made this morning and some friendships that we kind of added also this morning. And so if I don't want people to know that I added friendships, I can go here and select to hide all activity from my wall so that people can't see all the comments that I make. Or the same thing, if I don't want people to know who I'm friends with, then I can go here where it says friendship, and I can go ahead and hide my friendships. Okay, so now you don't have to delete the actual post. You can remove it too if you want to, but you can actually hide it so that people don't see it. What I like about that is that, going back to that article that we talked about, security for teachers in Facebook, and when they're friending their students and maybe parents and also their family, etc., there may be things that you want to hide from them as well. So this is another resource that they can do, and the actual directions that I found were posted in Huffington Post, so we'll have the link in our notes so you can actually read and see how it was done, because maybe my tutorial wasn't that great. So
that's our show. Don't forget to go to iTunes and give us 5 stars, and we'll see you next week from a different wall.
Yes, maybe orange, maybe green, we don't know yet.